So, area of a triangle. Now, remembering back to the last video where I was introducing the area of a rectangle. And in the area of a rectangle, we were multiplying the length at the bottom by the breadth, which was the height going up of our rectangle. When we're talking about triangles, instead of lengths and breadths, we talk about bases and heights. But imagine if we were to try and draw the base and the height of this triangle again, we would make something that looks like a rectangle. Bit wonky because it's not very easy drawing with a mouse. But anyway, we've got two identical triangles within one rectangle. And so it makes sense that if we want the area of one of those triangles, that if we multiply the base times the height, we would need to half it or divide by 2. Even if the triangle looks slightly different, we're still doing the base times the height, but the height has to be the height that's at right angles or vertical, so up and down. It cannot be one of the sloped edges. They're called hypotenuses, and we'll come to them later on in the year. But for the time being, you're only looking for the height that is at right angles to the base. So we've got a couple of examples here. So we've got 4.5 centimeters by 6 centimeters. So we want to multiply those two numbers together, and then we're going to divide by 2. So our area equals 6 times 4.5, and then we're going to divide by 2. Now, we know that 6 times 4 is 24, and the 6 times a half is 3. So if we add them together, that gives us 27 divided by 2. Now, if you want, you can set it out in a different format and do your 6 times 5 is 30, carry your 3, put your decimal point in, 6 times 4 is 24, add 3 is 27, because we've only got one decimal point, because there's only one decimal place. We don't need that 0.0 because it's a whole number. In the same way that you can think about how many 2's are in 27 and what is the remainder, or you can set it out like this. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 7 3 times. Now, instead of doing a remainder 1, what we're going to do is we're going to put a decimal point on, and we're going to add a 0. We've already got that 0 here. And we have a remainder 1 that we can put on there. And then 2 goes into 10, put our decimal point in 5 times. And so our answer is going to be 13.5 or 13.5, and our unit is centimeters squared. So, same process for this triangle here. We've got the base and we've got the height, the perpendicular height. So A is going to equal the bottom multiplied by the height, and then we're going to divide that by 2. So again, multiply by 10, we're jumping our decimal point 1 space. So we're going to end up with 25 divided by 2. And let's stick our 25. We know it's an odd number, so we're going to need a decimal place. So 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 5 2 times, remainder of 1, and 2 goes into 10 5 times, and so our answer is 12.5, and our unit this time is meters squared. Right, so base times height divided by 2. Make sure your units are both the same before you start, and if you have any problems, then let me know. Good luck, and try the questions on area of a triangle now.